First of all, I want you two kids to know this is a safe space, okay? Feel free to express yourselves. Don't be afraid. I sense there's an enabler here, but we'll get to that.
In the hall of moonless night we dwell a secret pair. Master of the TDS, his wife, riding raven fair. Dancing through the void we twirl, whispers fill the air. Seeking truth within the dark where few would ever dare. Close to velvet shadows lead through labyrinths we glide. Refusing what the world has made our spirits unconfined. Eyes like ancient mysteries and twilight's gentle bind. We dance to find what hides beneath the lies the world defines. In the darkness we are free to be what truth reveals. Far from all the caves, the soul to feel what darkness feels. We are echoes in the night where hidden answers lie. Master with his raven as they dance beneath the sky. Through the silence, whispers fall like ghosts upon the ground. Waltzing through the shadows where the lost and found are bound. Her laughter like the morning sun, his gaze a stormy cloud. Riding raven spins her tales of truth unseen though proud. Cloaked in velvet shadows deep through labyrinths we glide. Refusing all the world has made our spirits unconfined. Eyes like ancient mysteries in twilight's gentle bind. We dance to find what hides beneath the lies the world defines. In the darkness we are free to be what truth reveals. Far from all the caves, the soul to feel what darkness feels. We are echoes in the night where hidden answers lie. Master with his raven as they dance beneath the sky. Swirling in the night, our steps a silent storm. Unwritten paths beneath the stars, our destinies reform. Beneath the surface, shadows live, and in the dance we're sworn to find the truth that's buried deep through every night reborn. In the darkness we are free to be what truth reveals. Far from all the caves, the soul to feel what darkness feels. We are echoes in the night where hidden answers lie. Master with his raven as they dance beneath the sky. Darkness we are free to be what truth reveals. Far from all the caves, the soul to feel what darkness feels. We are echoes in the night where hidden answers lie. Master with his raven as they dance beneath the sky. Dance beneath the sky. Dance beneath the sky.
All right, listen up, you bunch of lost souls and weirdos. It's showtime. If you want to survive in this world of pop culture chaos, well, here's the secret. You got to hit that subscribe button over on Gothic Therapy's YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Do it or I'll come knocking, and trust me, you don't want me as a house guest. Don't be shy. Whack that button like you're slamming the door of your in-laws. And hey, hit the bell too, or I'll be haunting your dreams. Catch you on the other side, baby.
In the heart of chaos where agendas collide, master of the TDS, the raven stands side by side. Exploring the madness, we uncover the proof with sharp wit and insight. We're the voice of the truth. Welcome to Psycho-Synopsis, the dark side of the truth. Dive deep into the madness you cannot refuse. Secrets of the ASYLUM, come free your mind. Crazy or not, let us be your guide. Diving into the shadows where secrets reside. We'll tear down the facade of culture's villains can't hide. Wild theories and whispers in the dark. Join us on this journey, reignite the spark. So tune in and listen, let's start the debate. With Master Light and your Raven, your salvation awaits.
Welcome, seekers of the asylum,
For those searching for salvation,
or embracing the insane.
you have come to the right place.
We have a lot to cover tonight.
Oh, yes. But first, we address the chat.
Yes, but let's address one thing quickly. So normally we have two mini topics in between things, media therapy and game therapy. We will not be getting to those this week because there wasn't really anything that good to cover, and we wanted to give more time to cover our main topic, which is the Back to the Future, the musical. We're going to be reviewing that. And at the end, and our last topic, and again, I'm making sure to be upfront, it is our last topic, so we have enough time to discuss it, will be my most recent findings on a company that actually pushes for diversity in video games by using pride parades. I kid you not, they organize pride parades to specifically push this DEI stuff into games, and it's nightmare fuel.
Yep. It's terrible.
I do notice that the chat is talking about the poll. Honey, do you want to explain to them, before we get into the chat, do you want to explain to everybody what the secret of the poll is?
Well, it started with Master wanting a donut for the longest time, finally getting his donut this week, and everyone online on Twitter saying that apple fritters are not donuts, which in fact they are.
But what's so interesting about the poll that I put up?
You will notice every single option is a donut, because apple fritters are in fact a type of donut.
But honey, what happens when it says like no, comma, it's a donut? What does that mean?
It means it's a donut.
Exactly. So basically, surprise, any option you chose means it's a donut.
Mwahaha.
You're
Apple
welcome,
fritters
chat.
are The Twitter poll was rigged. Apple fritters are donuts. Fritters are donuts. They are a type of donut.
The poll's totally not rigged. What are you talking about? Nothing's rigged. It's not rigged if it's intentional. I guess that kind of counts as rigged, but whatever. Let's get into it. Honey, do you want to set? Because remember, we guys, just for people who are new here, we're going to get into 3 topics today. We're going to address the chat for a bit. Then we're going to jump to the first topic. Then we'll address the chat and so on.
Mm-hmm.
There also is a goal set up for super chats. You do not have to super chat, but if you'd like to, if we hit 15 super chats, we will add another topic to the stream that'll be voted on by you guys.
Do you want 10 minutes or 15?
Let's go for 15 and we'll see what we get to.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Russ Williams says, what are apple fritters?
Heretic.
Yeah. The great one is here, says, hello, won't be able to catch you live tonight. We'll have to replay later. Have a good evening. Well, thank you for coming by anyways. We appreciate it. And we had, we got to address this. This blew my mind. We had Raz Muzzboy gifted 20 Gothic Therapy memberships before the stream even started.
Why? I mean, thank you, but why? How do you afford that?
That's amazing. Do we have a clip for him?
I guess just choose something.
Let's do the clip that you like, honey.
Okay.
That's the stuffings out of those ugly old piggybacks of yours! Come on, kids, give me all your money. It's for a good cause. Me! Come on.
Thank you so much
That's so funny.
Thank you so much for the 20 Gothic Therapy memberships. He also left a message. Please keep VOD up. I think start time for me is 4 a.m. That's totally fine. We always keep the VODs up.
Yeah, we never make them private. It was a thought we thought about it as an incentive to get people to become members, but we decided, you know what? Nah, we're going to leave them up.
And that's not to throw shade at anybody who does that. That's totally their call, but that's not what we're going to do. I will say, if you want to watch the live chat replay, you'll have to wait because it does take time for the video to process, usually until the next day. And once it's processed completely, then it has the live chat. So if that's something that you need to watch during it, that will have to be something you keep in mind.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for that generous gifted memberships.
Mm-hmm.
Shark Dragon 0620 says, another great evening with my new favorite Sunday content creators.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
like
I don't
when
think
people
I've
like
ever thought of us being anybody's favorite content creator, but
there are
that's nice
people who
tonight.
put us on their TVs, honey. You forget there was that one time when someone even rented a movie theater and put our stream on screen?
I know, but like it's still so surreal to me, I guess, in a way.
Fair.
We have Macy Van Dosen with a $10 super chat. Unable to watch tonight. Gotta get up early to make it to work by 5 a.m. Catch you on the rerun. Y'all have a splendid night, morning, afternoon, evening, depending on the rotation of your location. I always love that sign off. Thank you so much for doing that, Macy.
Yeah. Thanks, Macy.
We have Skyfire85 says, hello, folks. Hello.
Hello.
The Dark Other says hi. Hi to you as well.
Hi.
Wandering Paladin says, I'm off to work. See everyone in an hour when I get settled. We will be here.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Oh, we will be here. We're going to be here
Pickleman
for more
says,
than an hour.
yeah. Pickleman says, here's hoping the channel keeps growing. I hope so too.
Mm-hmm.
Nano Reaper says, tonight I will be imbibing Chateau de... I'm going to mispronounce this. Please do it for me so I can blame you.
Chateau de Loba. Chateau de l'Arma something. I don't know. I don't speak French. That's why we need
Chateau.
Chateau here.
Chateau
Chateau means castle. That's the only French word I know.
de Ludbar.
Ho,
There.
ho, ho.
It sounds
Your
very
mother
fancy
was
when I say it that way.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
And a cheese cracker and tiny smoked beets and mustard while watching. Wow, that's very.
French.
I mean, it sounds good. Mermelade says,
I cannot speak French. French has too many letters for the amount of sounds that that the language produces. Tell me I'm wrong.
The funny part about French though is that even when you talk when you're cursing, you sound like you're saying something nice. So it's quite funny. It's like
I'd prefer to speak Romanian.
The best Remy says, evening chat people. Evening to you. Servant of God 777. Apple fritters are donuts. Prove me wrong. I don't have to prove you wrong because you are correct, sir. Paladin Demo says, hello, working on stuff for Rain and Hell, Cauldron, and YouTube. Us too? They're making something for us?
That's nice.
Or maybe he's working on stuff and listening to us at the same time. Either way,
I
thank
have no idea. Are you making me a cauldron? It'll bring my collection up to 6.
People forget that we have a P.O. box. That means then oh, here he is. The proctor file with his reg. How's it going? Goes, you know how it's going. You sent us Pure Steel, the book from Kim Belair and Ari McGilvery. All I have to say is, why do you hate us?
You're going to hell, sir.
You're making us read that book.
So
I am not reading it. I am not reading it. I refuse. No, no, no.
Hey, but a couple of things at the end of the book did link some dots for you.
Yeah. Mermelade says, I blame TDS, but we had to get donuts today. Don't blame me. Donuts are great. Haven't thought of a donut in forever, and yeah, we did get fritters because fritters are donuts. Thank you.
Everyone says fritters are a pastry. So are donuts.
Oh, you can vote for whatever you want in the poll, but any of the votes mean that it's a donut still. Swift -1. Oh, much smaller title. Hi, nice to see you.
Hooray! It's easier to read.
3M5000 says, hey to you as well. Their pastry heresy, sir, heresy.
Guys, Master said heresy. Master said heresy.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
You brought it on yourself, my dear.
Nobody cares, though.
Yes, we do.
A fritter is a deconstructed donut, but a donut nonetheless.
This man
Okay.
knows what he's talking about, I guess.
Fair enough. Mark Hamill fled blue sky. Soon it shall go dimmer. We're not even getting into Mark Hamill. Mark
Yeah.
Hamill's nuts.
You know who's going to be back. We're all going to be back.
Let's see. LT is everywhere. It says it's like Boston cream pie being cake. It technically is, though. It's a pie.
That tastes like cake.
There's a difference between it saying like.
And yet people call cheesecake a cake when really it's a pie. And an abomination to cake.
I chose Dead Man Talking since I chose the no option because it's not a donut, except it's no,
Project.
comma, it's the donut. Meaning that you technically voted for it to be a donut.
I think he means that he didn't vote at all.
Too bad. Your animations for laughing have improved. Oh, you should see. We are commissioning two VTubers from Spartan/Century who made our avatars, and mine is near complete. So it's actually looking really, really good. It's going to be a Tim Burton style like claymation. So it's going to be really, really good.
I mean, I don't agree with you on that it's looking good, but it's definitely coming along. Personally, I think the head is too small for the body at the moment.
He can fix that, honey.
I know. I'm just giving my opinion.
He did a good job. Leave him alone.
I am aware. Just saying. The
Rex
head's too
Dog
small.
said it's so easy not to fall for the pole by simply closing it. Wahaha, I'm invincible. Do you realize that by closing the poll, you are choosing not to vote, which means that indeed you are accepting that apple fritters are donuts? You can't win. I thought it all ahead of time.
I love you.
Well earned. Whoa! Apparently, at $99, not cheap. Wow, that's great.
Does that mean he got them all mid-level memberships?
I don't know. It never shows us.
Wish it
And
did.
Bainbridge. That's a new name I haven't seen here before. Maybe I
I
have.
know. Hello, new person.
Apple fritters are pastry. Lies. Donuts are a shape of pastries. Apple fritters could or could not be a donut. They're donuts.
And donuts are pastries. Therefore, we all win.
Hezekiah Duckworthy is evening to you.
Hello.
You're on my TV now. Finger red number 1. Okay, cool.
Whatever that means.
Jared Markham says, if you get confused with my first chat, speech to text latency and accuracy aren't best. That's fine. The Red Skull. Captain America is looking for you. Hey there from Texas. Hey there to you. Jeremy Hughes Review says, hey, Master and Raven. Hey to you as well.
Hello.
The Vagrancy Horror says, just stopping by to say hello. Hello. Nice to see you.
Friend.
Let's see. I'm trying to get to make sure we at least get everybody. There's a bunch of stuff here. We will make you a fan of Warhammer 40K. Oh, really? This is my response to you. Do you want to know what my response to you is?
No.
I thought you were gonna do the nobody cares one.
Let's see. I want cheesecake.
Sorry, cheesecake is an insult to real cake.
Not
It's
sure
pie.
if you're still interested, but found another podcast below as a part of. I've pretty much found all of them. The issue being there's nothing as juicy as that one that we found.
Yeah.
And when I juicy, I mean I literally have ruined Bowser for me forever.
I think for a lot of people, yeah.
Accept this donation if apple fritters aren't donuts. It's $5. Well, you see, here's the problem with that. I'm going to accept your donation, Pickle Man, and apple fritters are still donuts. What are you going to do about it?
Probably send another $5 claiming that they're not donuts.
Oh my goodness. We have a $50 super chat from Leo Fisher. Wow.
We need
88 miles per hour driving music. Don't need no phone at all. We got, I think that's called radar love. We got to wave in the air. Radar love. Well, because you made a reference somewhat to Back to the Future, I have a clip for you. Where is it? Here we go.
I love that clip.
Me too.
Hmm.
Quick UK Gamer, quick visit from Bigot Army member to show some love while Hypnocast is on. Well, thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, we just got the $5 super chat from Bigot Tour. Just gave $5 to my master. My Skaven said hello. Cheesecake may not be cake, but they're delicious. Okay. Where did y'all get the animation thingy?
Master made them.
The animations that we have now? Well, our avatars were made by Spartan Flash Sentry, and I kind of finagled them in a program and kind of made it do this that we have now. But we're going to get something much better. But this is actually, I learned how to make it myself, and I used a GIF for the mouth, and it was really complicated to do, but I managed to make it work. The Fizchozo Corner says, what are we talking about? Is it Disney again? I hope it's not Disney again. Disney?
Only after our first topic.
We
So
do
what
have
is
a Disney topic on the roll here. What's the program? The program is called VidoTube Mini. That's one of the programs we use. We use that combined with OBS. It was difficult to make work. It's not something you could just set up whatever, but like it was difficult to make work, but it worked. It works. The Peter Van fan site. I bought the last 2 versions of the store site while I was out in the Great Simulation. Thanks, Master. Yep.
You're welcome. We have 2 minutes left to address the chat.
Okay. I see an interesting one I want to address. Any news on the Sweet Baby Stink? Well, if you are interested in anything related to Sweet Baby Inc., you will want to stay for our last topic. Our last topic is about a company that is connected to Sweet Baby Inc. that actually involves... Go ahead.
A company that is worse than Sweet Baby Inc.
To some degree. They basically push diversity in video games by making pride parades. I kid you not.
Basically, they do it out in the open instead of trying to worm their way in.
Like, they're literally a company that literally pushes for diversity by making pride parades and literally having people there and game jams with, like, themes like queer LGBTQ women. Now it's a game jam. Make us a game. Like, it's really not good. Like, it's really not good.
It's horrifying.
Nice. Do you guys review any storyboard or the like videos? I don't know what the like
Not
videos are.
sure what you mean.
Oh, are you guys reviewing storyboard or videos of like that? Like, I guess I made some. I have them written out, but I'm thinking I'm ready for outside opinion. We can always send them over to us. I would suggest if you want us to look at something, I would suggest sending it to us via our Discord, the ASYLUM.
Yes.
You can actually find it. Our bot's supposed to put a link here, but if it doesn't, Raven will put it in. If you join our Discord server, we have a bunch of rooms there.
Our ASYLUM.
And you can send us pretty much anything there, and we'll check it out after the stream.
Don't worry. I will take very good care of you.
Nobody expects my Skaven comments funnier this way. You don't think I don't know? You don't think I don't know?
I've told him what the Skaven are.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Bad mean master.
You're welcome.
Bad mean master.
Why be mad mean?
That's how Skaven speak, I think.
Okay. Jeremy Hearn says, good day. Just woke up and my stomach has decided the acid should be in my mouth. Well, hopefully it gets out of your mouth because that doesn't sound very, I mean, out of your mouth in a sense, like not hurt you. Like that doesn't sound like fun. What's the best way to support you guys? Ko-Fi? I have a Ko-Fi. I don't promote it as much, but I do have one. I think I have to update it because it still has like Raven's mic fund. I think I have to turn that off.
Yeah, we no longer need the mic fund. We have the new
but yeah, I do have a Ko-Fi. You can find it in my link tree. I don't like to like promote it necessarily because
we do have one person there is one person that is still subscribed to it, and we still
it's fine. Look, I'm happy if people want to support us. Like I've gotten to the point where I can accept that to some degree, but like at the same time, I'm not gonna like go out of my way to be like, here you go, here it is. Like I'll post it once in a while, and that's it. Like I really not what we're doing this for.
Yeah.
Okay, I think did I get everybody?
I believe so. The timer went off, so we should begin.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear it. Hold on. Do you mean the Bridge Corp that want to change Baked Paper to force more AI for every human? No. This is a company that is actually involved with a company that Sleep Baby Inc. is involved with it. That to some degree that actually pushes for diversity and stuff by making pride parades and joining pride parades. Like it's literally that.
Yep. It's exactly as it sounds.
What's the best place to get the revenue split from? I really don't know. And I'll be honest, it's not because I don't want to know. It is because I don't want to know. Look, we do this for fun more than anything. Obviously, people want to give us money. That's great. But don't feel obligated to. But yeah, we have a Ko-Fi. That is a thing. We have our YouTube memberships and super chats. And I think that's it for now.
We also have the Gothic Therapy PayPal.
Oh, and you can also, if you don't want to do that, we do have some merch if you want. We get very little from that, but hey, if you want it, there is merch.
We do have merch,
right.
yes. Nobody buys it, unfortunately.
No, people buy it once in a while.
Rarely. It's very rare. So, shall we switch to...
We got someone in our Discord already.
3.
Okay, good.
3 people, actually.
All right. So let's jump into our first topic because we have a lot to say about this one. I am so upset about this, guys. I'm going to be honest.
Ooh, boy.
All right. Let's get into our first topic right now. Great Scott, the future's here to play.
A musical twist that might not slay.
Back to the Future hits the stage.
But does it compare to the franchise's age?
It capture, honey.
But does it capture the franchise's age? No. It didn't.
So,
Not really.
You guys may know that I'm a huge fan of Back to the Future. It
is his all-time favorite movie. He will always believe that Back to the Future is the greatest cinematic trilogy of all time.
Yes, and no one can convince me otherwise. And I was looking forward to this, and I'm going to be honest right off the bat. I left disappointed. I enjoyed the outing. They had great special effects. The special effects they used were absolutely top tier.
They're phenomenal.
But
highlight.
That ended.
Yeah. The opening was amazing. It was incredible. It really felt immersive. But there were so many things that they had to change in order to adapt it to the stage that really butchered the original story.
Yeah. So the biggest gripe I had with this, obviously they made changes for the play versus the story, which Raven just mentioned. And again, I understood that. There were some changes they made that I didn't like, but the change that ruins this for me, that literally ruined the entire experience, was what they did to Doc Brown.
They made him an idiot.
They made him a bumbling idiot who kept making like old people jokes. And I was so angry that they did that to him because, again, keep in mind, the DeLorean, Doc Brown made the DeLorean after, having the flux capacitor for 30 years, and he had to make it himself, like weld it, do all this stuff. And what? You're going to portray him as this bumbling old man who doesn't know what he's doing and like barely says, like, that bothered me. That really bothered me. Doc Brown is one of my favorite characters. And to make him a bumbling idiot is annoying. You don't have to do that. He is not a bumbling idiot. The person you want to make a bumbling idiot in this is George McFly, because he was a bumbling idiot. But they made Doc a bumbling idiot. He made jokes about like McDonald's and like it was really, really weird. Like he made these really weird jokes. I can't even remember some of them. It bothered me. It got better in the second half of the play, but it really took me out of it. Every time he was on screen, it really hurt me to see him that way. Yeah, I didn't like it. And, honey, do you want to explain what they did with the character Mayor Goldie Wilson?
They gave him a more prominent role than he has in the movie, and by more prominent, I mean shoehorning him in, not necessarily for the sake of quote unquote diversity, but for empowerment. Give him an entire solo song that was absolutely not necessary.
So, to clarify for people who don't know, Mayor Goldie Wilson, you may remember him from being the guy who, when Marty goes back in time, he's in the place and this guy is sweeping up the shop, and the guy says like, "Oh, don't let those," to George's guy, "Don't let those guys push you around." And Marty says like something like, "Yeah, he's gonna be mayor," and Mayor Goldie Wilson goes, "Mayor, I like the sound of that." Right? Keep in mind, he gets elected as mayor, but he not only gets elected as mayor, he literally gets elected. Because in the future, when they go to the future in part 2, it literally is promoting, it says, re-elect Mayor Goldie Wilson. So this is a guy who went from sweeping floors to being a mayor, and just because he is colored or black or whatever you want to call it, they literally decided, well, we can't just let him be the character he's always been. We have to shoehorn him in every kind of singing thing. So there's a bunch of times like at the end, they sang, all sang, back in time. They shoehorned him in there. They shoehorned him in pretty much like every song thing. And
any song they could, really. And also, that reminds me, there was also a couple of modern audience jokes in there. In the Welcome to Hill Valley 1955 song, there was literally the word patriarchy. There was also white men mentioned and something about women. Oh, and in Act 2, when the part, if you've seen the movie, you know the part where Marty gets thrown into the trash bin. There are the two black guys from the band say, "Is this what you call white trash?"
Haha, funny. We make modern joke in movie that doesn't need it. It funny now, right?
No, I hated that. I was like, seriously?
Put it this way.
Some of the songs sorry, I want to say this too.
Go ahead.
Some of the songs were also cringe as hell. Like, I get they were going for the 50s/80s vibe with the music, but I didn't like it. I did not like some of those songs. Continue.
So I also want to mention one of the things that annoyed me is they actually made Doc fall asleep at one point, and he literally dreams about the future, and they make a bunch of jokes about like. Let me finish, honey.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. He make a bunch of jokes about like the future, and like he says there's no crime and no whatever, and waits for like laughs.
You missed the part because he says the year 2020. There's no crime. No.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
And no disease.
And then he goes, and people eat this green thing, kale. And it's like, ha, this is funny. Ha ha, please laugh.
But also right before there's a dream sequence apparently, and the dance number is about the future, and it has a little in the special effects. There's that shows the future, the hoverboard from the second movie, and also shows the TARDIS floating around. Yeah, but and then there was also, and in that dance number, there was also synthwave music, which I had no idea why that was in there. I guess for the futuristic sounds, but why?
I want to also mention something else they did that bothered me more because of the double standard than anything else. Okay?
Go for it.
So there are a lot of scenes in Back to the Future that involve Lorraine Bates, Marty's mom, doing some things that are inappropriate. For example, George McFly is peeping on her from a tree, and she's taking off her shirt, and she has her bra still on, but she adjusts it, and that's it. That's all you see. There's nothing else there, whatever. Well, we can't have that in this thing. We have to get rid of it. Instead, she's stuffing her bra. Now, why does that bother me? Did I need to see that? No, I didn't need to see that. What bothered me is you'd think if they did this, there's a whole scene where Lorraine, Marty's mom, takes off the pants of Marty to look at his underwear, right? And that's how she gets the name Calvin Klein for him, because that's what's on his underwear. They left that in. Not only did they leave that in, They had him
They have a whole
actually
dance number around it.
yes, prominently showing him off like that, and then they had Lorraine grab his hand and put it
on her chest, and then he's like, "Ah!" and runs off stage.
Like, it's supposed to be funny, and I get it, but what bothered me is that they did things like that. Like, you didn't have, if you're gonna cut that, but you're not gonna cut the thing with the guy, it's a double standard. So if you're saying, oh, it's for the children, we wanted to make it specifically so, whatever, I would get that. But then it's okay to have
a
Marty
guy in his underwear
literally being danced around by like 4 different girls while he's clutching a bed sheet to himself, and at one point it gets pulled off and he's just standing there in his purple underwear. That's fine, but we can't have George McFly see a bra through a window. That's bad. We can't do that.
Yeah, I didn't like that
Why?
either. I don't know.
Again, that scene, the fact that scene was taken out didn't bother me. It's the double standard that bothers me. If you're going to take something out, you should probably do it for everything. You shouldn't do it just for that. And so that's what bothered me. So again, the way they treated Doc, some of the things they changed, the shoehorning in Mayor Goldie Wilson into everything, and the double standard. Do you want to know what my rating for this is? This is what I tell you. Keep in mind, I'm a huge fan of Back to the Future. I wanted to like this. My rating? 2.5 out of 5. And that's being nice.
I more or less give it the same. I mean, the special effects, literally the lighting effects that they did with all the holographic projections, absolutely phenomenal lighting effects that really, really added to the immersion of the entire play. But the way they had to change the story in order to adapt it for the stage, and then the different changes that they made and the jokes that they inserted that didn't need to be there, and the shoehorning and the this and the that. Oh, and Jennifer was black.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even, like, at that point, I'm sorry. Like, literally after the first, you could tell when they did the intermission, you can tell I was not having fun. Look, I want to mention very clear. I still enjoyed the experience. I thought the effects were cool. It was worth my seeing it because I'm a big fan of Back to the Future. But honestly, if you want me to tell you whether or not I recommend this to people, the answer is no.
It's what Master told me before the stream started. It is Back to the Future the musical is an example of a movie that does not need to be a musical.
Exactly. And if you want a musical version of Back to the Future, play the original and sing along with the music while it plays. You will have a much better experience, in my opinion.
I agree. All right, let's
think
end
we're
that
good.
there. We got a very big super chat while we were talking.
Yeah, I noticed
From our
that.
boss.
You want to turn your background off? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
From our boss.
let's address our huge super chat. We have a $99.99 super chat from Josiah Rises. Here's for the non-mic fund.
Been a while. Hi, boss.
Hi. He's probably not here anymore. I would assume he left. Maybe he didn't.
Probably. I don't know.
But thank you so much. Appreciate that. We should talk. We should talk.
Indeed. All right.
Okay.
Now let me begin.
Master is mad. Yep.
Okay. 10 minutes. Go.
Okay. Oh no. Why? Facepalm. That's exactly the Megamind novel sequel. We don't talk about the Megamind sequel. It doesn't exist.
That doesn't exist.
Doc was a brilliant man. No. In this, he was a bumbling idiot who kept like stumbling around and bumping into things and making like stupid jokes. He basically was made the comedy relief.
Only in Act 2 was he actually, given back his intelligence.
But they kind of made him stupid. Okay, here's the thing I didn't mention, okay? They removed the entire scene of him getting shot by the Libyans. Instead,
what happens is he gets radiation poisoning from the plutonium and
wait,
falls
honey.
to the ground and collapses. And so Marty says, "Dory, I'll go to the hospital. I'll get help." And goes into the DeLorean and drives.
But wait, honey, did you explain how he gets irradiated? He's in a radiation suit. He's talking about how he's happy he kept it, and he bends over to get the plutonium, and the radiation suit rips and shows his underwear because we need to make Doc look stupid. Why? Why?
I don't know.
Also, that's not how radiation poisoning works. You don't magically start glowing and go,
Yeah, they act for the special effects to show him radiation poisoning. They made him glow.
Oh, we can't have guns in this. Guns bad. We can't do that.
Master said during intermission that it would have been better if they had just made a robbery at the mall and them being in the crossfire.
I would have taken, maybe he was stupid and the car disappears and leaves a trail of fire and he gets burned. I mean, that's stupid. But literally, they made him bend over to get the plutonium to put in the time machine, and his butt area rips and literally is open, and you can tell he is wearing, you see his underwear. But we gotta make fun of Doc. Old man funny. Ha ha ha. His time machine is the only reason this movie exists.
Dumbasses.
It really bothered me when they did that.
Okay, let's continue with chat. We have 7 minutes and 37 seconds.
Why are people like this? I'm going to clear up this time. He gets started by sleeping with the floor. Yes, and then he launches into a whole dance.
That line was in there. They kept that line. They also kept the "your kids are going to love it" line.
Oh no, modern audience stuff, it never goes well. It didn't.
Nope.
I'm very happy not seeing this pile. Watch the original. Movie is a classic. Watch the original movie. Do it. It's worth it.
The movie is timeless. Quite literally.
The Harvest is a whole different franchise. What the heck? No, he was asleep. It's okay. And then Marty wakes him up.
It was a dream sequence.
Wait, but then Marty wakes him up and he goes, wah, wah, and he goes, Doc, are you okay? Doc, are you okay? I'm fine, Marty. Haha, funny, old man, sleep. Haha, funny, hee hee.
No. There were a few moments that made me laugh, but those were not them.
Musical theater attacks and wait for us. Was Lorraine singing touch me? No, it was Baby Pretty Boy something. Like, it was really creepy.
I think Pretty Baby.
Yeah, and it was like, again, 4 girls, and he's literally in a bed, barely like holding the bed sheet onto himself to keep his underwear from being shown.
They pretty much portray his young version of his mom as extremely horny,
which she was in the movie. But again,
it's like it was subtle in the movie.
Yeah, it was. In this, she kind of throws herself at him a bunch, which
literally
is kind of
throws herself at him.
The music and score for Mac Fury were stellar. It was pretty decent. React Attack says, "Sup, y'all? Hey, Ords, nice to see you."
Yeah, he's probably here because I popped into his Twitch stream a couple nights ago.
The Red Skull said, "Didn't this was a thing? Kind of sad. It sucks. I wanted to like this so much, and if you're
but apparently at some of the other showings that it's had, it got standing ovations."
Look, I'm sure people like it, but again, the biggest thing this show banks on is nostalgia. And if you have nostalgia for the original and you haven't watched it in a while, then you'll like it. But if you've watched it and you're a huge fan of it and you watch this, you might be disappointed.
Yeah. I mean,
Back to the Future, the musical, or Last Voyage of the Demeter? Last Voyage of the Demeter is better.
Oof. And that was a bad movie.
Is it a musical stage play or movie? Either way, it's going to have faster than Jay Leno. It was a musical stage.
Based on the movie.
That's not how radiation works.
Thank you.
Did Kim Belair write this?
No. Actually, Bob Gale. Sort of. Hold on. I
there
can
was
go get
no
the
reason. No, there was no reason for these changes. The stage was just nixed. I think they did because they're not allowed to touch the movie because that's exactly what they do in a remake. Oh, and at the end, Marty's father at the end is making a book. You know what the book is? Back to the Future 4.
The Continued Adventures of Calvin Klein. And then he says Hollywood. He basically says Hollywood has the rights to this, but they're going to ruin it or something like that.
You think?
You said that was probably a jab at Hollywood by Bob Gale.
I don't care. What bothers me is I really wanted to like this, and part of me did, but I'm sorry. What killed it for me, the moment they had Doc lean over and rip his pants.
Yeah.
It made me so happy, so unbelievably happy that Back to the Future was not made in current day. If they tried to remake it now, they would ruin it. They would
pretty much
destroy it.
They wouldn't just ruin it. They would do more or less what the musical has done.
Yeah. And I'm really sorry, but like I wanted to like it, but you literally made Doc Brown lean over to put plutonium in, and you made him rip his pants, and everybody's laughing at him. And it's like, what are you doing? This guy is one of the greatest characters in
cinematic history.
In cinematic history. I'm sorry, I say that, and I'm sure there are people who disagree, but he didn't deserve to be reduced to a bumbling idiot. Why? And he literally, as Marty's running away, goes, "Oh no, I've been careless. I've been irradiated." And he starts glowing, and it's like, that's not how radiation poisoning works, dummy.
No. They should have just made it a robbery if they couldn't have terrorists.
I'm sorry. At that point, my wife looks at me when that happened, and she could see I was like dying inside. Like, honestly,
I was literally like offering. I was literally patting his shoulder in sympathetic comfort.
This was literally like the
so many different points of this play. I was doing that because of what they were doing.
Literally, they tried to Last Jedi Doc Brown.
Oh, not to mention they also had Star Wars reference. That wasn't the actual Star Wars reference.
They had Marty with a lightsaber going, "Biff, I am your father," because we need to have a Star Wars reference that wasn't the original thing, because we could take that out, because having him go silent
doing that.
"My name is Darth Vader, and I'm
from
the planet
planet
Vulcan."
Vulcan.
I think it's Vulcan, but whatever.
Vulcan. That's Star Trek. Vulcan. The planet Spock
I don't know. I've watched it a bunch. I don't know if he says Vulcan or Fumpkin, but even regardless,
It's Vulcan.
Honey,
we have 1 minute left.
I've watched it more than you. I'm saying that it's whatever. It was just, regardless, it was just I really wanted to like it more. So if I'm being nice, it gets 2.5 stars out of 5 because it had decent performances and good special effects.
Great special effects.
The shoehorning in of the mayor and making Doc look like a bumbling idiot and the double standards, I just was done.
Sigh.
I just couldn't do it anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He was happy when it was over.
I was so looking forward to talking with you guys about this, and honestly, I feel more. And again, I enjoyed the experience. I think it was good to see, but I would not recommend this. Go watch the original movie.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Let's continue the chat.
Pretty sure he said Vulcan. Yes, I got it. You hate it when dumb people adapt good stuff for dumb people enjoy. That's what they do. Last Jedi Doc Brown, brother get the flamer, the heavy flamer. Do you want to know how upset this makes me? I'm not gonna react to that with the clip. I'm sorry. I'm so disappointed in how they did this. Some of the things they did were really clever, and then some of them were just like, the Doc Brown thing was what killed it for me. I'm sorry. I saw that and I was just like, what did you do? This man made a time machine. He made a time machine, and you were like, nope, bumbling idiot who doesn't know how to seal up his suit and dies from plutonium poisoning. Ha ha, funny. No. I don't think I will.
Timer's done.
Safe to say, I sure don't want to go back to the future with this one.
But
all right, guys, let's get into the next topic. I feel a little better getting that off my chest. All right, we're going to go into our second topic.
Marmalade hopes we were able to recover our evening.
Yeah, before we get into our second topic, there's 50 or 60 of you in here.
Hi.
Make
Hello,
sure to do this.
What do you think of this? You like it?
Wahaha.
All right, but let's get into our second topic, right?
Subscribe.
Huh?
Subscribe. I'm trying to do
mic
weird
doesn't pick you up.
I was saying subscribe in a stupid ghost voice and it didn't work.
Anyways, let's go into the next topic now. Leaked footage shows Snow White takes the lead.
Rescuing the prince in a bold new deed.
With backlash at Ziegler and rivals in sight.
Disney's new tale may struggle to take flight. Why
No
can't
kidding.
it just not take flight at all?
Because Disney already shoved a bunch of money into this and they're out on their investment, and so they need to make this work even if it's not going to.
Literally, the only reason people are going to show up is for Gal Gadot.
Some people don't like Gal Gadot. They think she's not a good actress, and that's debatable. But regardless, I think we can all agree that the biggest problem with this movie is not Gal Gadot. It is Rachel Ziegler.
Rachel Ziegler. Jinx.
So there is another trailer that is supposed to come out for Snow White, but you haven't seen it online. Do you want to know why? Honey, do you want to explain to them why we haven't seen it online?
Because they know they're going to get so much backlash. They can't release it online and get all those dislikes and mean comments. So they have instead made it one of the trailers for the Wicked movie. And the only reason we were able to see it was because some people in our fellow YouTube circles were gracious enough to film it on their phones. Thank you, fellow YouTubers.
And it was about
bad.
2 minutes of my life that I'm never going to get back.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is seeing Rachel Ziegler trying to lecture Gal Gadot about being kind was the most off-putting thing I have ever seen.
Made me laugh.
It's like, I'm sorry, you've made yourself into this really disgusting, mean, terrible person online, and you're going to now lecture the evil queen about being kind? You're the farthest thing from that.
Yeah, right?
And they made it basically, apparently in some of the footage, they made it that it looks very much like Snow White is going to be the one who saves the prince rather than him saving her.
So is she going to be the one to give the non-consensual kiss?
I don't know. And quite honestly, I just think, here's what I'm going to say, okay? I think this is going to tank so hard because I'm sorry, there are freaking weirdos on Twitter who scream about Rachel Ziegler. But you know what? They ain't going to watch the movie.
Nope.
And I think the biggest thing to tell us how this movie is going to flop hard is the fact that Disney knows it.
Hence why they didn't release it. This YouTube bar in our photo is from a different trailer.
Yeah, look at the dislike bar on the original trailer. That is the dislike bar. It has over 1 million dislikes.
Dun dun dun.
1 million!
1.3 million. I'm probably counting.
And this was taken from a while ago, so keep in mind, this is something that we're looking at now that, again, it may have gone even worse. And remember, we can't see dislikes. You have to use a Chrome extension to see it, and it just estimates it.
That's a lot of dislikes.
You brought this on yourself, Disney. You spent so much money on this, and we know you're going to put it out anyways, but you and everybody else knows that it is going to flop so hard because of the people you put in charge of it. Here's an idea, Disney. Stop making live action slop. Stop. And if you're going to do that, pick people who are actually likable.
Yeah. But they can't do that, honey. They need to bank on all of the popular franchises that they have. And did you know that while they're releasing Moana 2, have also been leaked photos of the live action Moana?
I don't even care anymore. Honestly. I've just gotten to the point where they're gonna keep doing this. We have the live action Lilo and Stitch now. And
That's
you know what
gonna
I would
be
love to
terrible
see?
too.
A live action Atlantis the Lost Empire.
Or a live action Treasure Planet. Both of those would be incredible in live action with special effects these days.
And especially since they were decent movies that didn't do that well in the theaters, it would actually make of a reason for them to do that. However, keep in mind, Disney would ruin them.
Oh yes, they totally would. They would make Kida the heroine and whatnot, and what would they do? Would they make Jim also a
They would
idiot?
cast Rachel Ziegler as Kida.
Oh God, no. If anything, they should be casting a black woman as Kida because that would be culturally accurate.
Hey, Disney, when you gonna make the live action Tarzan movie?
Huh?
You're gonna make the black man a black man with Monkey Man? Come on.
There have been so many live action Tarzans, I've lost count.
I don't even care anymore. I just think that you reap what you sow, Disney. Nobody likes Rachel Ziegler. You know it. The fact that you're hiding the trailer makes sure that you know it. And you just continue to do this because you think it's just something that you can get away with. And no, we're not letting you get away with it. Maybe, here's an idea, Disney. In the future, whether you make live action remakes or not, how about you go and make rules for what people are allowed or not allowed to say online? You cannot fire somebody like Gina Carano for saying her opinion and then continue to allow Rachel Ziegler to do whatever she wants. And trust me, even her little apology, which was fake as hell, is her doing whatever she wants.
That is true. Even though she probably didn't want to release that apology, but the PR firm told her she has to because of the lawsuit that Gina has with them, and her statement, the original statement, gave Gina lots of fuel.
Too little, too late.
Wah wah.
I enjoy watching this burn.
At the stake. Can we have
Burn
steak
the
while we
witch.
watch it burn?
What?
You said burn. I said at the stake. Can we have steak while we watch it burn?
I don't want to watch it at all.
But we can watch it
Well,
burn.
To end off, I'll say this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I will echo a comment made in the comment section of the video of the original trailer. Finally, they've created a movie that no one will want to pirate.
Woo!
You know it's true.
Oh, it's so true.
Okay. Let's see what the chat says.
Yes.
Don't worry, Raven. I give my husband the same shoulder pat anytime Disney makes anything Star Wars. Rooting for the Wicked Queen. Same.
Yes. Always root for the bad guy. It's more fun that way.
Why does Gal Gadot look like she runs a BDSM club? I no comment.
Yeah, no.
That's the generic Evil Queen outfit in modern day. Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, she looks good.
Gal Gadot is an okay actress. There's simply roles she's good for a role she's not. That puts her in pretty much the same boat as most actors and actresses. Yeah, I think she's actually good for this role because if she's being like the unfeeling evil queen, I think that's actually something she could nail pretty well. And that's not a dig on her acting. I just think that's something that she would nail well.
Yeah, I agree.
Saw the trailer and so upsetting. I actually went back and watched the original. You saved yourself time.
Yeah.
The way the evil queen looks just doesn't look right. It looks more like a costume than an actual outfit on set. I guess that's kind of true.
Then again, so does the Snow White dress, which is not supposed to have sleeves.
Boycotting Lilo and Stitch over not casting Blynn Rames as a character made for Vin Rames. I don't get it. Isn't that Cobra Bubbles? I think. I don't know.
Maybe.
I might be wrong.
I don't know.
Forking Around says hello there. Hello to you too.
Hello.
No Atlantis. They'll try to cast Tom Holland and Zendaya again. Yeah.
Please no.
It would make Tarzan a Mexican. What would he do? Swing his monkeys over the border? Is that what he's going to do now? Oh, we have a $10 super chat from Leo Fisher. Lol, master, copy Dr. Evil. 1 million dislikes.
It's a pretty good Dr. Evil.
1 million dislikes.
That was more Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Doofenshmirtz Incorporated.
It's you, Perry the Platypus.
Doofenshmirtz
my not watch
Incorporated.
It's my not watch Snow Whiteinator. It's my non-binary inator.
It's going to be fun seeing this movie fail. Disney has solved piracy.
True.
We're all rooting for the evil queen.
Always root for the evil queen. Always root for the bad guy.
It's true. Gal Gadot has a very stoic vibe. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think she's like a very good. Get Cobra Bubbles. Oh, they Cobra Bubbles is gonna have a assistant who is female
Ugh.
because we
And it's
need
going
that.
to be in charge.
Holy hell, that's actually a good impression. Which one? The Doofenshmirtz or the Dr. Evil?
Probably both.
So Forbes is projecting they will need $34 billion to break even. I think it's a little more than that. I think they'd need a miracle to break even at this point. But these movies have built-in self-destruct button.
Do they? Because they don't seem to destruct very well.
Just put nothing in there. No.
I don't know.
I thought it was worth trying.
Eh.
A remake is nothing more than a silent confirmation that there's no more ideas and writers no longer have the imagination to do something new.
I do.
Yeah,
but I don't
that's
work for
true.
Hollywood.
I get it. But at the same time, like, I think there are some movies that Disney made that didn't do well in theaters, maybe because of the timing or whatever. And I think if they tried to at least make those in live action, it would at least make more sense. I don't think they would do it well, but it would make more sense than trying to rehash everything they've already done that already did well. And so far, none of their live actions, except for The Lion King, has actually done well. So
Surprising that The Lion King is called live action when literally every animal is animated.
Walt's Ghost is burning down his own company, all because they dared to remake his classic, but what he considered his masterpiece. That's true.
Yeah, he would hate the company now.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Yes, he also does a good Yoda.
No, I do not. Mine, or I help you not. Rachel Ziegler has literally trashed every project she's been attached to. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest here, okay? And this is maybe a controversial opinion, but I'm going to say this. Some of the things that Rachel Ziegler had been part of weren't going to do well, even with her in it, without her in it. And it's just because of what they were.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she didn't contribute to it, but we have to be fair and say, okay, there were just some things that just weren't going to do well.
Yep. Like a Hunger Games prequel that didn't need to exist and had a terrible sounding title. Should have been A Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds, not A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Snakes and Songbirds reads better!
I think people are out there writing new and interesting things. The studios have no balls to try anything new. Yep, they don't.
I mean, I'm
Do
writing
the
new
laugh,
things.
then I could say you're as perfect. Mine, or I help you not.
Are you happy now? 5 more minutes in the time.
Gothic Therapy. What's up to you as well?
Hi.
After Once Upon a Time, always root for the bad guys. Once Upon a Time was pretty good, but wasn't perfect.
Nah. Once Upon a Time in Wonderland was...
No one remembers that.
I know. That was decent. I liked it.
Yeah, it only went for one season.
That's okay. The story only needed to be 1 season.
Perfect! Master Yoda is. Thank you, my young Jedi. You remember that? No one else does. Yep, we remember.
I watched it religiously when it came out. I was there
Did
at
you guys-
the couch every single time it was on.
Did you guys like Arcane? Greetings. I'm going to be
Haven't
honest.
seen it.
We haven't watched it. We
Oh,
know
wait, no,
we
you-
should.
no, wait, no. You started it, and then you were done after the first 2 minutes.
I was done after the first 2 minutes because I was bored regardless. I was just bored with what I was watching in general. So it was like, oh, I'll watch this. And I'm like, nah, I just don't feel like watching anything right now. So it might have been decent. Didn't Once Upon a Time do a Cruella de Vil spinoff series? I don't know.
I don't
I think
remember.
it was definitely something they thought of doing.
It was definitely probably something they considered because of the Cruella movie. And I do know that after the Maleficent movie, they changed Maleficent in Once Upon a Time to look more like Maleficent in the movie. When in the first season of Once Upon a Time, she doesn't have horns and it's just a blonde woman who turns into a dragon. And then suddenly, after the Maleficent movie, she has those horns. Why?
All right. But here's what we got to do, guys, okay? For all of you who are here now, you've waited long enough. It is time for us to get into the topic that one of the topics that brought you here. We are going to be exposing a company that uses DEI practices and stuff and makes pride parades to promote diversity in games. We have not just their website, we have footage of their events and a video of their founders talking about what they do. And we have a video of one of their game jams, which is very enlightening. All right.
Oh.
I'm gonna probably take more of the lead here, but you guys are ready for this because this is gonna be. You guys think it's
This
bad?
one is
It's
a
gonna be
doozy.
bad.
Oh,
This
it's
is a doozy.
bad. A doozy,
Okay.
I tell ya.
Let's get into our third topic. Right. Oh, let me turn my background on.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Begin.
Games 4Diversity pushes a politicized quest.
But in sidelining creativity, it stifles the best.
When ideology trumps the artistic spark.
The gaming industry risks falling dark.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So this is a company called Games 4Diversity. Okay.
And it's exactly as it sounds and looks.
If you look in front of you, if I were to tell you that this is a company that is for video games, and you're looking at images that are of this company, would you believe me?
No.
Well, don't believe me? Fine. Here we go. Welcome, guys, to Games 4Diversity. Look at their website. Join the Vienna Rainbow Pride. Oh boy.
I hate that they have such an important Jewish phrase in one of their headline thingies.
Yeah, they do. But look, see, they were,
Love your neighbor as you love yourself.
and look, they were recently in Vienna, and they've done all this stuff. Look, Game Dev Cafe, inclusion and diversity. But wait, guys, let's find out what about them, guys. You may not believe me. What is these company? What do they do? Let me read for you. Honey, would you like to read what it says there? Can you read it?
Sure. Improving the representation of minorities in games. Games 4Diversity improves the representation of socio-cultural minorities in games by organizing events. By organizing events nationally and internationally, we facilitate a dialogue between game developers and players to stimulate them to create more diverse games and characters. Additionally, we boost the visibility of minority game developers themselves because we strive for a diverse and colorful game industry. And I am now gonna puke.
Oh, but wait, guys. It gets worse, okay? Remember, I said so there's more. This is an entire site. And look at this. This is their team, and this is what they do. And they have tons of events that they've done. Look at this. These are all different events. These are all videos from different events. But let's go. You again. Maybe you guys still aren't following me. Maybe you guys are not so sure what you're seeing. So here we go. Let's share a video. Would you like to know what this company does?
No.
Games 4Diversity. Here we go, guys. You ready?
Grab the puke
Die is een
buckets.
stichting die zich
We're gonna need
inzet
them.
voor sociaal-culturele minderheden in games en ook in de gamesindustrie.
Ik ben een game developer en ik vind het heel belangrijk wat wij met Games 4Diversity doen, omdat wij developers de handvaten bieden om meer diversiteit aan hun games toe te voegen.
Wij zien graag een breder scala aan personages en games en om dat te stimuleren organiseren wij game jams. Game jams zijn eigenlijk een soort hackathons waarin mensen in groepjes in een weekend een game maken rondom een bepaald thema.
Yes,
Look
that's a
at
drag
what they're
queen.
doing. Right there. This
Amanda
is a game
Sparks.
jam.
Again, Amanda Sparks, drag queen, cosplayer, game designer. Why does drag queen have to be first, and why is he a drag queen at this event?
Oh,
Or
but
she,
it's okay.
or whatever it is.
Keep in mind, we're going to see what this game they made. We're actually going to see what game these people made with this drag queen. Okay?
Ugh.
We're going to see it. Okay?
Resume the video.
Door de verschillende evenementen die wij in binnen- en buitenland organiseren, waaronder Dus de Game Jams faciliteren wij een dialoog tussen gamemakers en gamers.
Een van onze grootste en meest zichtbare evenementen is de boot op de Utrecht Canal Pride. En bij dit event laten wij zien dat game developers en gamers veel kleurrijker zijn dan veel mensen op het eerste gezicht denken. Tijdens de Pride dossen we ons uit als allerlei gamepersonages van Nintendo games, PlayStation games, Xbox games, computer games. Een super kleurrijk geheel dus.
We brengen ze samen om ze samen dus na te laten denken over hoe games diverser kunnen worden. De eerste Game Jam van Games 4Diversity was een LHBTI Game Jam en we willen hier een vervolg aan geven. En daarbij willen we de Utrechtse gamegemeenschap betrekken.
Ik denk dat Games 4Diversity heel erg belangrijk is voor Utrecht, omdat Utrecht een echte gamestad is. We hebben hier de Dutch Game Garden, er zijn heel veel game studio's, de indie scene is heel erg groot. En daarnaast is Utrecht natuurlijk ook heel erg roze.
Games 4Diversity zorgt er niet alleen voor dat er meer gepraat wordt over diversiteit in videogames, maar ook dat de diversiteit die er al is, zichtbaar wordt.
Vanuit Utrecht opereren wij internationaal en bereiken heel veel mensen. En zetten we Utrecht op de kaart als roze gamestad.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, guys. So this is a company that does game jams. Now, what is a game jam? Game jams is where they come up to it for a weekend or a week, and they all try to make a game together. But these company doesn't just do regular game jams. Oh, no. They do game jams that are literally about particular topics. So they had one on refugees. They had one on diverse women and whatever. They force these stuff into these things, and they go to Pride events. And what they do is they make sure that game developers are in contact with gamers. What kind of gamers? Oh, these gamers. Don't believe me? You still don't believe me? What?
I still don't believe you.
You still don't believe me? Fine.
No, they don't.
Here.
They don't.
You think it's just a humble, normal thing? No, nothing here. The game jam just must be normal, and we're making a big deal out of nothing. Let's take a look at one of their game jams, shall we?
No, but you're gonna do it anyway.
I muted it to save your sanity.
Thank you. Even without the music, this is still going to be painful. I hope everyone
And
has their
drag
milk
queen.
bucket.
Drag queen. Wait, but remember, I said we get to see what game they made together. Do you want to know what game they made? Do you want to
Show
see
them.
it, guys?
They have to see it to believe it.
You saw it.
They made a drag queen game.
Don't you love this, guys? Don't you want to be a drag queen adventurer who goes
No.
and kisses monsters? Oh my gosh, it's so great. Don't you want it like now? And you get money for it too. You kiss people and you make money for it. Yes, this is the game they made. Notice this. Look at this drag queen. Look at the person in the game. Self-insert much? Wait, look at this. Mwah. Ooh, money. Give me money for kissing you, random monster. Don't you want to be a drag queen and just slay?
I think I just died inside.
And
didn't
look,
notice the
she
money
has
before.
a high heel power up. Ooh, she can jump.
I didn't notice the money before now. I think I just died inside.
And wait. Look at the top. Makeup.
And they misspelled money.
But yeah, these lovely people made this game where you play as a drag queen and you kiss monsters to make them give you
Disappear.
money because drag queens do this thing, right? And I want to show you. I'm not going to say anything. Look.
Yeah, that.
They have
Because
children.
of course, there have to be children.
There has to be children there. We need to make sure that children get involved with drag queens and get to see. Keep in mind, I'm going to rewind. You don't get to escape it. They made, look at this. This is a drag queen who they hired to come to this game jam. This is a drag queen. And they made this game. Don't you love it? Don't you
No.
want to play as a platforming drag queen who slays monsters with the power of kisses and gets money for doing them? Oh,
No.
yes. Slay
No.
queen.
No. Absolutely no. It's horrible. It's horrific.
And again, we're looking. There are children here. But look. Oh boy. Don't you want to be around that?
No. No, I do not.
Notice the things on the back wall. I'm not going to say anything about them, but notice it.
I'm also noticing a few septum piercings. And bad teeth.
Yeah. They're making a game, guys. This is totally wholesome fun. This is not at all pushing any kind of ideology or anything. Nothing. Nothing's here. Nothing to see. Oh, but wait, it gets worse.
Oh dear.
Let's take a look at some of their resources, shall we? They got resources. Let's take a look, guys. Oh,
Woo!
data, gender similarities, differences in the game. Players want more diverse games. Diversity in the game industry. Diversity in Dutch gaming industry. Job hunting preferences in the games industry. Company changes to improve gender balance. Retaining female talent. Right inclusive job adverts. Gender decoder. Better ally. Being an ally at work. Study of harassment in the workplace. Provide abuse and build team. Prevent abuse and build team trust. Disability in the workplace, organizing an inclusive game industry events, women of color in the workplace.
What about men of color? Eh?
But here's the best part, guys, okay? Here's the press. The first, you want to read this, honey?
Sure.
The history?
The first Games for Diversity Jam was organized in 2014 and was centered around how feminine and LGBTQ plus perspectives can incite new and innovative games. During the first Game Jam, it became clear that talking about tough subjects is an integral part of change. The jams facilitated dialogue about differing perspectives in a positive and constructive manner. Developers were keen to understand each other and develop a shared understanding about the subject. A design process is a powerful instrument to bring people together. What nonsense are these people spewing?
More game jams follow with unique theme focusing on underrepresented topic in games. Ethnicity, religion, refugees.
And disabilities.
Guys, underrepresented topics in games, we need to make more games with refugees in them. You need more refugees. Don't you know? You need refugee representation in your game.
Why? Refugees aren't going to be playing video games.
Can I be a refugee from this?
My poor brain.
But wait.
There's more.
Look. This is their drag queen again. But wait. I want to point out one thing here. Do you notice this one right here? Can you see it, honey?
Yes. From GameIndustry.biz. You want me to read that one too?
GameIndustry.biz may be a name that's familiar to you. Why is it familiar to you?
Hold on, honey. I think I am getting the shipped order.
Okay. I'll continue while she's gone. She's grabbing a shipped order that she needs to get because we were out today. But basically, as you can see here, why does GameIndustry.biz seem like an important thing, seem like a familiar name? It seems like an important thing. It seems like sorry about that, guys. I had to mute for a second because Raven came in. But as you can see, GameIndustry.biz. Do you know who runs GameIndustry.biz, guys? GameIndustry.biz is a company that is run First off, is a company that hired Kim Belair at one point. Kim Belair wrote for them. I kid you not. But also, it is a company that is run by the Powell Group. I wonder if there's any connection to that. I don't know. Yeah. So, look at this. This is their pride. This is what they do. They make these kind of things and they go out there and tell people that they need games for diversity. Don't you guys feel more inspired to put refugee representation into your games after seeing all this? Don't you just feel empowered? Don't you feel like this is what's needed in the workplace? This is what's needed in this. And for people who don't know, the Powell Group that I mentioned, the Powell Group is a company that recently was caught partnering with Sweet Baby Inc. So Kim Belair not only wrote for GameIndustry.biz, which is run by the Powell Group, but Powell Group actually is working with Sweet Baby Inc. currently. And look, I want to point out, it's pixelated. Did you see that? The image was pixelated. They covered it up. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Do I have to fill you in? Do I have to explain why they were pixelating one of the people there? Do you need an explanation of that? Let me see if you guys do you understand why they were doing that? They were doing that because they are hiding that this person is probably not dressed very well. But it's okay, right? It's fine. Look, right there, pixelated, because this girl or whatever it is was not covered up. Yeah. But yes, we need to make sure that your children are exposed to that. And we also got to make sure that all of the games that we've decided that we're going to push, that we need to force this diversity into all of your video games. But we're not just going to do it by trying to get with developers. We're going to make pride parades to make sure that everybody knows about it. And again, I want to reiterate, okay? Look here. This is their game jam. In case there's any people who are just coming in, that is a drag queen coming into their game jam and to literally, look, drag queen cosplay game designer. Drag queen cosplay game designer. And this is the game. You get to play as a drag queen and kiss monsters, and when they die, they give you money. Yep. Great. Great. Don't you just all love this? Don't you want this? Connected with Sweet Baby Inc., making Pride Parade floats and doing all this stuff to literally push this diversity in gaming stuff specifically to do this. What is wrong with you people? It's okay to make games for whatever you want. Go make whatever game you want. But why are you pushing for it? Again, I want to reiterate, they just do this. This is a game. Look at this. Look at this crap.
Yes, they see it. And you asked, is there something wrong with them? Yes, there is something wrong with them. Everything is wrong with them, darling. Everything. These people are beyond help.
Give the monster a kiss, and then they'll drop you money. Isn't that great?
No, these people are beyond therapeutic and psychiatric help. They belong in the padded cells.
I want to show this again, okay? Let's go back to their press page, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want to read this again, just for you all to see. More game jams followed, each with a unique theme focusing on an underrepresented topics in games. Ethnicity, religion, refugees. Refugees. You need to make sure that there are refugee representation in your video games. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Apparently not.
What is wrong with you people? Look,
Everything.
I'm gonna say this, okay? You guys want to do your own thing, go do your own thing. But stay in your corner. We laid out some newspaper for you, okay? If you want to pee in or do whatever you want, you go over there. We'll give you a thing for your food. Stay there. Stay there.
You're telling them to pee on newspaper, honey. Some of them might actually do it and enjoy it.
Yes, and hopefully it means that they stay in that corner and don't come here. We gave you newspaper, we gave you bowls of food, and you decided, no, we have to come out and make sure that everybody else gets infected by this. Why? Look, if you want to make your own things and there's a market for it, do whatever you want. But stop trying to push it on everybody else. You don't have to. There's no reason. There is zero reason unless there's a reason is that you want to get attention. If that's what you want and you want attention and that's why you're doing it, so you could be propped up and made to be special, that's a stupid reason to push for this stuff. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Agreed. Shall we end that there?
Poof. Sorry, I went on a rant there.
No, it's fine. I mean, I had to leave to get food. If you want to ease your spirits, there's chocolate chip ice cream.
Chocolate chip ice cream, maybe later. Don't tempt me.
Well, it's that or wine. And I would recommend the ice cream.
I don't know what you're really, but you keep things in the house that isn't good for me to have.
It was the substitute for the other ice cream.
Yeah. Okay, let's go through. Pickle Man with a $2 super chat. Beetlejuice. Well, you know what that means.
Also, are we going to have to play the diversity clip for how many times the word diversity has been said in this past segment?
No. I'm good.
Okay.
What the hell is this shot? I told you what it's about. I know a cult when I see one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Games for Diversity put you do Jaguar ad. They kind of did, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's like a traveling circus of weirdos. What in the world is this word vomit you're spewing at me? So basically anything but games.
Pretty much.
Wait, was the guy on the right side of the banner censored? You're darn right he was.
And unfortunately, I didn't notice.
A headache.
And unfortunately, I didn't notice this until Master pointed it out. But in the right side picture, one of the guys is in a dress.
Yeah, you see the guy in the dress?
Ugly dress. Oh my god, I want to puke.
Call Elon. I'd like to leave for Mars now.
I wish. It's gonna be too long.
Norwegian, like the game Dustborn. Funny, you should bring that up. I don't know if it has any connections. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't plan to run with this tonight. I decided to last minute. There's more research to be done here, but they are definitely connected to Sleep It Be Inc. But this is a company that literally pushes this stuff. You see this. They literally go to pride parades and go, look, please, we need diversity in games. We need refugee representation, guys. Think of all the refugees we could be saving with the representation in video games.
Dumbasses.
Hate to break it to you, but refugees probably aren't playing video games. They're probably being refugees.
Yeah, they're not being refugees at all. They're not playing video games at all because they don't have access to games.
How does this look at concentrate in one place like that? I'm not going to answer that.
Hover answered it.
Why is 4Diversity in brackets? Because no one wants to think about that part.
I suppose. I don't know. Maybe they thought it looked good. Who knows?
To be fair, isn't this Dutch and not German? Does it really matter? We need a diversity counter. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
These are sexual identities and lifestyles. Why am I seeing so much pushing this with kids' characters? It's a good question. I would also wonder why are people like Kim Belair sexualizing characters in video games as well? It's kind of weird. There's correlations everywhere. Get those coin sounds out of here. We did. What the hell was that? They're turning the snakes gay. That's a fetish game.
Putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking snakes gay.
I'm gonna just mention this, okay? this is a game jam, so people have to like actually come to it. They decide to come, so it's not like they go to a place and like set up and whatever. But this is just weird. It's just weird. Like, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Who comes to a game jam? It's like, yes, we need to make sure we make a game that's called Slay Queen, and we have a drag
Yeah.
queen go and
Wait,
slay monsters. and get
wait.
money
What
for
is it
them.
actually called that?
No, I would assume.
Probably. Also, don't forget to check the poll.
A drag queen throwing hearts love to defeat evil. They get money though. Oh, look, more horrors beyond rational comprehension.
And you will live to see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension.
I just received
Nostradamus.
$50 in my Ko-Fi for the holidays. Should probably commission a poster to sell for more money. It might be a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Do it. More money
It's
is
a terrible
good money.
game to such low effort. To be fair, a game jam is where they make like a game in a weekend. So to be fair, that they do this like it is a low effort game. For example, a good game jam game you may have heard of is a game called Hungry Night, which later evolved into Hollow Knight. So it does lead to things, but yeah, we need a drag queen game for some reason.
Mhm.
Why? I need to understand, actually, personal opinion. What is this? What is what?
Mental illness.
You have to be more specific. God damn, people, leave kids out of this stuff. Yeah,
Please,
look,
I wish they would.
they should just leave kids out of it. There's no reason. Rather watch Bastard TDS play Inspector Waffles. We're not talking about that game. It recently
Jesus.
had a sequel. A sequel came out. I ain't
Why?
played that.
Why have you not uninstalled it?
I
You still
have.
have it installed.
So I'm thinking one day maybe playing it again when I have enough wine in the house or
When
or
you feel
beer or
when you
whatever.
have when you feel like you have masochistic tendencies.
No, I don't have masochistic tendencies. Thanks so much for putting that on the internet.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I was just having a nice time at the grandpa
Just,
pizza
honey,
place.
I think I deserve to be bad kittied.
Fine.
Seriously, just uninstall the Inspector Waffles. It will save your sanity.
Run Inspector Waffles now, please. Thanks.
Sorry, sorry.
I was having a nice time with my grandfather pizza place. What a wonderful thing to come right into after my meal. Isn't it great? You can then purge your meal and then you can eat it again, right?
Like a dog? No, thank you.
I'm blaming you too if I lose my dinner.
Sorry.
What's your personal opinion on this? I have to be very careful. All I'm gonna say is this, okay? I think everybody can do whatever they want behind closed doors. You want to be whatever you want. You want to do whatever you want. If it's not harming anybody, go do it. Go crazy. Do it in your own spaces. But don't flaunt it. Don't go in our faces. If you have to go in our faces and you have to do all this stuff, and you have to go out there and you have to make a big scene about it, you have to ask at a certain point, is it about getting rights or being recognized, or is it about putting on a show? And if it's about putting on a show, then I would ask you to do some deep soul searching and understand, is it making you feel satisfied? If it's not, then maybe there's something else to look into there.
Maybe.
That's all I would say. We have Janice, I'm going to mispronounce that. A member for 1 month. I think they misunderstood wanting diverse genres of games, RPGs, platforms, etc. for their diversity. Yep. We have a $2 super chat from the Proc File, so they're going to need a beer right after this. Thanks, boss.
You're welcome. Enjoy the beer.
This has to be one of the worst SPW cesspools to ever exist. Wait to the individual video. I'm going to be cutting out stuff and making a video on this.
Yes, he will. That's why we went to blue screen.
Leo Fisher for $10. Game name: Drag Debbie Does Europe, starring Dylan Mulvaney. Sweet Baby Ink and Drag.
More or less.
And yeah, I saw this about the Power Group. Sweet Bowser Ink strikes again. People were deciding that the person pixelated was Kim. I don't know if it was Kim. It doesn't look like Kim, but they had to pixelate it to cover it up because someone was not being decent. And again, that's just weird. Oh, we have Spartan Flash Sentry, who is the person making our lovely VTuber avatars and is currently the one who made our avatars and making our VTuber avatar. Please go subscribe to him. He's awesome.
And a great artist. He's Spartan.
And he's doing an amazing job with it. I can't wait to show you guys. Raven's just sitting there, speechless, blinking. I know she's AFK. It's a joke. It kind of worked. We have a Twitter message. LMAO. Yep. So you're playing as a drag queen streetwalker? I don't know.
A hooker?
I don't know. Oh, we have thank you for joining our therapy group, Tinkerbell1611. Thank you.
Hello.
Containment first.
What?
What in the world is this? I don't understand why they want this stuff so damn bad. I don't know either. Look again,
neither.
if they want to make their own stuff in their own little corner and distribute it to other people, I'm not my thing, but do your thing. I don't care. It's the trying to push it to make it mainstream. Just don't. It's not going to be. It's okay. There are niche games. Make a niche game and fill your niche. That's it. Do that. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. So why don't they?
$10 super chat from Agenus. I probably mispronounced that again. I apologize. So 3 guesses on which religions are allowed in that religion column, which aren't. Also, if I agree, the apple furs are donuts. Could I have some come Hanukkah?
Yes.
We'll see. They never stay in their lane. They want yours. They demand you change it, and then they will tell you to leave and make your own, and they want it, and the process repeats. Yep, the cycle of diversity. $2 super chat from the Proctofile. I'll take the wine, please, and thank you, Raven. It's my wine.
It's good wine.
The Powell group is using CBaby as a diversity group in their corp. Yep.
Pretty much.
I'll never understand what diversity has to do with guys stripping. Look, it's about self-expression. And again, here's what I think. Do it on your own time. I don't care. Do it in your house. Close the doors. No one has to see it. Just do it. Have fun. Run wild. Don't do it in public. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see straight people doing it. Okay? No, it's not about just gay people. I don't want to see any of them.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just weird.
Ginger Ninja says, look at the poll. I will.
こんにちは。もしもし、神社さん。大丈夫ですか?
Going after kids like the Red government always.
Eh.
Do you seek attention for his glory or your own? Yeah. I think we're finally caught up. We're doing a good enough job. Don't worry. Hopefully.
Oh, you missed Russ Williams right above him.
What did he
what? Game.
A Kanish game?
Kanishes are tasty.
Raven, you speak Japanese. Respect. She speaks a
I
little
only
bit.
I only know a few lines, and I only know it from anime.
But yeah, don't you guys feel better? Aren't you guys happy you know this forbidden knowledge that you didn't know until now?
Nope. Not
Don't
at
you?
all.
Doesn't it just make your life feel more fulfilling to know that there's a group out there who's pushing this into video games and stuff while making pride parades? Doesn't that just make you feel all nice and warm and fuzzy inside?
Nope.
No, I feel like my soul has been ripped out of me. Cthulhu, I somehow do not. Haven't you ever heard of closing the goddamn door? Yes, this is cursed knowledge. Cthulhu wants an adult.
Genki dayo. Okagasima. P.S. Moshi Moshi is for the phone. Wink. Konnichiwa will do just fine. Arigato.
I'm dying eternally. Alcohol does that. This does not. But yeah, so that's what I had to show you guys. So again, keep in mind, this is a company that is indirectly connected to Sweet Baby Inc. that pushes this stuff into pride parades. I'm making an individual video about this tomorrow, but we clearly need to spread the word about this. Again, if they're just doing their own thing in their little corner somewhere, then I know some people might not like that, but in my opinion, like, do your own thing in your little corner and leave us alone. We're cool. Just do your own thing. But if you're trying to push it into games and trying to push it into the mainstream, that's when I kind of go, no. You don't have to do that. Just do your own thing, market it to your niche audience, and be okay. Games have always been for everybody. There's always been niche markets. There are crazy, weird games that don't sell very well that are out there specifically for people like this. And okay, make those games, play those games, have fun. don't bring it into the rest of the world. We don't need it. You don't need to force it down our throats. If you need to force it down our throats, the answer is because you need us to
Validate?
indicate to you. You need us to make you feel good. And if that's the case, then you really have something you're missing inside because you need someone else to make you feel good about yourself.
Pretty much, yeah. They seek validation, and it doesn't exist.
I don't want to vindicate you. I'm sorry. I'd rather just go play the games that I want to. Stop trying to push it into mainstream games. Have your own games. Market them to your own audience. Have a blast. Make your own communities. Do whatever you want.
Just leave us alone.
Just leave people alone. We don't need it in mainstream games. Do your own games. Take a mainstream game and make a parody of it and put your stuff in it. You could do all of that. Stop forcing it down our throats. We don't need it. We don't want it. And I will say this, don't bring kids into it. Come on.
Why must there be kids? Why must there always be children involved? Why?
That's a whole other conversation that we're not going to get into because already this is going to get into topics that I'm sure some people will clip this. Hi, Twitter.
Yeah. And you, as a therapist, I know how much you want to say, but can't.
Jose Taco, hi, what did I miss?
Everything. Probably for the best.
You missed a lot.
Quite a lot.
Here's the problem. You know for a fact people won't leave us alone. Yeah, but look, I'm going to be the person who stands up there and says, hey, leave us alone. And if they don't, then I'm going to be the one who said, hey, I told you to not do that. I am not going to terrorize them. There's no reason to. I'm simply going to use the most powerful weapon available. Do you know what that weapon is? The truth. I am going to find all of you. I'm going to find every company, every connection, everything. And I'm going to expose you all because knowledge is power. What you choose to do with the power, what you choose to whatever, that's your choice. I don't have control over that. But what I do have control over is knowledge, and I'm going to make sure that everybody knows that knowledge. However, there are certain things that I know that I will not make visible. For example, I know about Kim Belair's past. I know about her family. I know about all this stuff. But I'm not going to put that out there because it doesn't serve a purpose to me.
True.
It doesn't serve a purpose. If it did, I would reveal it. It doesn't. I'm not that kind of person. So I will learn everything about you. And when you are trying to hide and when you are trying to make sure that nobody finds you, I am literally going to expose you. I'm going to find you all. There's nowhere you can hide from me. I've literally found everything. I've found things that shouldn't be findable, okay? I know everything about Kim Belair. I know everything about these people. I will find all of you. And I will make sure, and I will do the one thing that you guys are afraid of the most. I'm not going to try to tear you down. I'm not going to try to make a big stink. I'm simply going to say, here are the facts. Here is the proof. Here are the receipts. Done. And what everybody does with that, their choice. But you know what? My hands are clean in a sense where I am simply going to make sure that the truth that you are trying to hide gets put into the light, and everybody else gets to make sure, gets to be aware. You can't hide. If you have to hide, it means you had a reason to. If you have a reason to hide from people, there's something you're doing wrong.
Everything he said. I'm just using the gif of this and pointing upwards.
Leo Fisher for $10. Master has a point. Nudist colonies are private, secluded. They're not in mainstream downtown. Exactly.
Thank you.
Do your own thing. Have your nudist. I don't care. Have fun. Just don't do it in front of people. We don't need it. I don't want to see straight people.
And don't bring children there. Aren't children not allowed at nudist colonies?
I don't want to see this stuff anywhere, okay? I don't want to see straight people. I don't want to see gay people. I don't want any of that stuff. Just don't do it in my face. Do it in your own little corner. Make it something you have to agree to go to. And that's it. Have fun. Run wild. Buck naked. Down whatever. In your own little corner. Do it there. But this is what my thing is, okay? If you are working in the dark to try and keep people in the dark and try to push this stuff without anybody knowing, I'm going to make sure that you can't do that. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to make sure that everything about you, everything you don't want to be found, gets found. And then we are all going to and then everybody can do with that information what they want. So if you are hiding in the darkness, trying to push darkness, I will find you. There's nowhere you can hide from me.
So you're the Night Haunter.
I lurk in the shadows to hunt the shadows. I am the eminence in shadow.
I made a good Warhammer joke and he didn't get it. Meh.
A what?
Nothing. I basically,
If it's a Warhammer joke, I don't get it because I don't get it.
I basically called you my Primarch.
Proctofile for $2. Can we reach the goal? Let's do it, chat. I don't think we have the opportunity.
Yeah, we have 12 out of 15. We have 12 out of 15 at the moment.
And we're heading towards the last topic. So unless there's let me see if it's actually is the goal over yet? I want to see.
Don't forget to check the poll.
I'm
we
looking
just got
at the
another
poll.
super chat. That's 13. Can we get 2 more? Can we get
The
2
goal
more?
ends in
Going.
48 minutes, so there will be enough time. But if you guys want, so I'll give it a couple minutes. We need 2 more super chats to make the goal. And we can add another topic. Skyfire 85 for $10. Let's go reach 15. Thank you so much.
You just need 2 more people. 2 more super chats. Who wants to give them?
He has to
have
be a detective in a past life.
Or a sailor. He thinks he was a sailor in a past life.
Part of me does. I like the water.
Honestly, I think I was in the military in a past life. I would not be surprised.
Who knows what evil lurks in the heart of Sleep Baby Inc.? Master of the TDS knows.
Wahaha.
Yeah, I do. Look, as I said, I'm not going to try to make a big stink. I'm simply going to say, here's the evidence, here's the proof, boom. That's it. You can't hide. If you have to hide what you're doing, it means you're doing something wrong, and you know it.
We've hit the goal.
Okay, hold on. We hit
and
the goal.
When it happened in the on the YouTube end of the chat, there was confetti.
We did the goal. Congrats, guys. We got a Servant of God for $2, but here, 1 more left. Thank you so much. Jeremy Hearn, $2, says, here's some Australian dollary dues. Thank you so much.
Are they related to
and then the
dues?
box file for $2. Fine, I'll do it myself. We hit the goal. So guys, we're already hitting up pretty close to time, but the rule's a rule. Okay. So I'm going to do right now. Okay. I'm going to end the poll. The current poll, let's see, with 96 votes. Yes, they are donuts, 45%. No, they are donuts, 21%. And 34% maybe they are donuts. So the answer is apple fritters are donuts.
Woo! But either way, they were always going to be donuts because they are donuts.
Okay. I'm ending the poll now. And we're going to start a new poll, okay? It seems like someone's asking for the Popeye horror movie, so we will add that to here. We will react to that.
I will have to find it for you. Give me a moment.
We'll get it. No, I'm doing a couple. So what other topics do you want us to do? We're going to need at least 1 or 2. Or 3, technically, but any other topics that you guys want us to cover? Where is the Popeye horror movie?
I'm giving you the link.
No, I'm getting it. Give me a second.
I just literally sent you the link for the trailer.
I'm seeing what else. Pal World.
It's also the Red Band trailer. Keep in mind that I just. Sent
we
you.
could do Pal World. Pal World has a little bit stuff going on with it.
Del Toro Frankenstein.
I see Scribe of Light is here. You missed the most crazy.
Everything.
You missed
everything.
You missed a drag queen game jam that literally was about
drag queens.
Drag queens, and it's terrible. There's a company that's literally out there that's pushing this stuff into video games. I see another topic. Del Toro Frankenstein. Let's see.
Oh, hi, Roman of the Empire. How's the puppy? Even though he's not a puppy anymore, but
Okay,
he's still
guys,
an
I'm
adorable
gonna
dog.
put this out. We have Popeye horror movie, Pal World, and Del Toro Frankenstein. I am starting the poll. We will leave it for a certain amount of time. You guys hit the goal. Here we go. The poll is live. Cast your vote. It was a hooker simulator game jam. Yeah. Dumbest thing they could have easily made a low budget Popeye movie with him as the anti-hero, but they made him a bad guy because they're lazy. They did? Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, they did that. They've done the same thing for Steamboat Willie. There's a trailer for a horror Steamboat Willie movie in which Steamboat Willie is just a psychopathic killer who's looking for a bride. But it looks
Here
cool.
is Roman of the Empire says ahoy friends, ahoy to you. You guys will have to go back through and look at that. I'm gonna put out an individual video on it at some point. It's probably tomorrow. Let's see. So far in the lead with 39% is the Popeye horror movie, followed by Pal World and Del Toro Frankenstein. If you have not cast your vote yet, cast it soon because we will be ending the poll shortly. This is the first time you've ever hit the goal, so bear with us as we figure this out.
Cast those votes.
Oh, Del Toro Frankenstein takes the lead with 38%.
38%. I want to do
Cast your
Popeye.
vote. The Popeye horror movie is now tied with Del Toro Frankenstein. Del Toro Frankenstein
and now it
takes
is
the
not,
lead.
and it is again.
Popeye horror movie is tied with Del Toro Frankenstein. Oh my
And
god!
now
they're
there's
all
a three-way
33%.
tie.
It's a three-way tie, guys. Come on, who breaks the tie? We are gonna end it. Currently, Popeye horror movie is leading. We're gonna. It's now tied. Who is gonna break this tie? We are going to end the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and poll over. Pal World won.
Huh. Good for Pal
That's an
World.
interesting one. Pal World won. Okay, that's interesting. So what are we covering Pal World wise? The lawsuit?
I don't know. What has happened with Pal World?
Is there something that happened with Pal World that we didn't get to?
Someone please explain why Pal World was put into this poll.
The lawsuit. Okay, let me see.
Is there an update with it? Because I haven't heard of this.
But there's the last stuff is from 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
so we're going to the patents. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen.
There's a new teaser for Sonic 3.
Yeah, the trailer's gonna be out tomorrow. It's already too late. We already chose Pal World.
I know.
Pal World's a video game. But before you guys, thank you guys so much for being here. Just a reminder, while we get this set up, just a reminder, if you have not yet.
What do you think of this? You like it?
Okay. Let's share my screen.
Are we gonna go blue screen for this one?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
And you know what?
No?
I don't think so. Because we'll talk about it, but no, there's no reason. People have already covered it.
Oh, fair.
Okay, here are the patents that Nintendo Power World Company are suing Pal World over. Hold on, let me actually remove that. I'm gonna just get the patents. So apparently Pal World, there's been an update on this Pal World stuff where they are apparently now going to be, they've revealed the patents at the center of this lawsuit. And according to that, there are 3 patents they are grabbing. One of them is Pokemon-style activities focused on the act of throwing a ball at characters in a field.
Aren't there multiple games that do that?
And then other one is riding characters. So basically, long story short, Nintendo is trying to sue Palworld, a company who made a video game that is a kind of similar to Pokemon in certain ways, but combined with like Ark Survival Evolved. And apparently their patents they're suing them for are throwing balls, aiming balls, and riding characters. So in other words, they have no case.
Yep, pretty much. Because like I said, there are multiple games with that feature, aren't there?
Yep. But you know what? There is something I saw to end it off, because that's a very short topic. To end it off, let's go. I believe there was a Palworld animation that was released 2 days ago. There was. Okay. Let's react to it live.
Animation? Is Lamball
Yep.
in it? I want a Lamball. He's so adorable.
Let's react to it live. Sound good?
Yes! Lamball! Lamball! I want a Lamball! I want Lamball. He's too cute. I want him. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want a Lamball. Somebody get me a Lamball.
They don't have a Lamball. And also, let me quickly get this. Sorry, I had to mute for a second because when my headphones died. But here we go.
I already took care of it.
Let me share screen. I opened an incognito window.
Ads. Stupid ads.
Yeah, let me
be a part of a team.
What is Depresso doing?
The Lovander caught him.
Oh, and Depresso smiled deviously. Oh, that was funny.
Looks like the Lovander actually caught the human being, because you can catch humans in the game.
Yes, you can catch humans. I know. I thought it caught itself because the human ran away.
No, it was you heard the human go, ah, and it hit him. So I'm guessing that it caught him. Okay, that was an interesting thing to end off on. We have a $10 super chat from Leo Fisher. Does Rachel Ziegler pass away in Y2K disaster movie open December 6th? If so, YouTube critics will just go to cheer her demise.
Yeah, probably.
Patent suing is just downright moronic and evil.
Yeah.
So why does Nintendo own Monster Collector trainers since they decided to? Lamball is cute.
I want
that
a
poor
Lamball.
Man. If you know, you know. Oh, for the love of God, no. I just got here. What am I watching? I love Depresso. LMAO. So they are giving infringement up with half the Pokemon they think they're being infringed upon are basic class these Japanese yokai. Is this reverse Pokemon? That's a dark, funny animation. If you guys have not played Palworld, you should. It's a fun game. It's awesome. But
yeah,
we're
it's
over.
adorable.
We're about almost at 2 hours, guys. This has been crazy. You guys have been super supportive. Thank you all so much. And I'm losing my voice, but we're gonna kind of end off now.
Drink water.
We're going to end off now. The show is over. There'll be videos on. There'll be probably an individual
But we
video
need to do our
on-
diagnosis.
Oh, yes, the diagnosis. I forgot about that. We're going to do the diagnosis, and then we will end off from there. So let's get into that right now.
And now it is time for the diagnosis of the week.
Where we take events from the week and relate them to a mental illness.
Because Hollywood is full of them, and you should be aware.
And we have an interesting diagnosis for this week.
Do tell.
So the diagnosis for this week is bandwagon effect.
Please explain.
So bandwagon effect is a psychological phenomenon where individuals adopt a belief, trend, or behavior because they perceive others are doing so, often without critically evaluating its validity or relevance. It's rooted in the human desire for social acceptance and the tendency to conform to group behavior.
In relation to today's topics, with the Back to the Future musical, the bandwagon effect is exemplified as audiences flock to the adaptation, drawn more by nostalgia for the iconic film franchise and media hype than genuine merit, raising questions about whether it truly delivers or just rides on past glory.
With the Snow White leaks, the bandwagon effect is exemplified by Disney attempting to evoke nostalgia to generate excitement for the film, while withholding the trailer online to mitigate backlash against Rachel Ziegler, hoping fans' attachment to the classic story will overshadow criticism.
And with Gamers 4Diversity, the bandwagon effect is exemplified as they force diversity and inclusion into gaming spaces where it may not be necessary, using pride events and inclusive game jams to push ideological narratives under the guise of progressiveness, aiming to align with broader societal trends.
And that's why we think this is a great diagnosis for this week.
Agreed.
I think we have a super chat to address, and we're going to kind of shut things down, guys, because it is a bit later. We tried to only go for 2 hours.
And it has veered out over 2 hours.
Yeah, the goal of adding another topic might be a little ambitious, so we'll have to think about it. But it was worth a try, at least. We have a $2 super chat from Jeremy Hearn. Oh, Lord, that poor human's pelvis bones. I know the reference. For those who don't know, love-anders are known for trying to get nasty with other pals and humans. So
they're horny.
Oh, Script Trooper. I remember lots of people were upset about The Last Jedi jumping on the bandwagon effect after watching the Rise of Skywalker teaser. Yep, that's true.
How are you doing, Script?
It's been a while. Death by Snoo Snoo. I know that reference. Cult mentality in a nutshell. Oh, this diagnosis is where my misanthropic tendencies come in handy. I usually hate the group and whatever it is they're doing. Lol. All right, guys. We're going to end off here because it's already late and it's past our time. We're probably going to have to reevaluate the adding an extra topic thing. Maybe we'll figure out something for that in the future. But stay tuned tomorrow. I'll be putting out an individual video on the Gamers 4Diversity. So anybody who did not get to see it in all of its glory, you'll get to see it or you'll get to see it again. But thank you guys for watching. I think we have maintained about 50 of you here the entire time, which was crazy.
Probably, yeah. 58 at some point, maybe? I don't know. But
that's great. Thank you guys for being here. Awesome. There's plenty of places you guys could be not here if you wanted to. And the fact that you come and choose to be here, it means a lot. So we appreciate it.
It is appreciated.
Yeah.
It is time for us to go.
So until our next video and next week.
Good night.
TikTok, the stream ends with midnight chimes. Pixelated therapy, cross digital lines. Hit subscribe for the void to make sense. Comment your woes, a form of recompense. Like the shadows merge in the twilight's haze, our channel's a refuge, a weird therapy maze. Can't pay a shrink, we got you fam. Laughs and guidance in this goth jam. Like the video break, the algorithm cell, share with your crew. Escape life's hell, from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace of humor as a cure. Own the night with our ghastly delight. Vendor of laughs in the negative light. Darker than your overcooked roast. Sub to the channel that you love the most.
Belt tolls, it's the end time fair. But your issues, leave them right there. Strings of crypt, bury your dread. Return tomorrow for the undead.
I think it was Dostoevsky who said, later,